Hey everybody, it's Cooper here, and please excuse my messy hair and this, I guess sleeping shirt you could call it. But I'm going back to Florida in a couple days. Obviously, I'm already there by the time you're watching this video, but from when I'm recording this, I'm leaving in a couple days. So I thought I would just show all the stuff that I got while I was here. Basically, Christmas and holiday pickups. Um, First off, I sent a package to myself when I was moving to Florida, and one of them got lost. I sent probably 20 packages, and one of them got lost. And the one that got lost was the one that had all my Nintendo 64 games in it. And after about a month and a half, it was finally returned here. So I've got them all back. So the 37 cartridges that I lost, I've got them all back now. A lot of them are in here, if you can see. So very happy about that. Got my Conker's Bad Fur Day back, my Mario Parties, Harvest Moon, tons of stuff. So, and my Nintendo 64 Donkey Kong controller cover. So I'm very happy to get all those back. So after that, I've got a few more things that were here that I'm taking home, including this Golden Sun DS promo that was like hanging on a shelf at a store called Fred Meyer. So I got that, and a few other things that I'm taking back, including a bunch of PS2 cases that I needed. But so I picked up a bunch of stuff, and for Christmas, my parents basically just gave me cash because, for one, I really only want games and stuff, and they don't really know much about that kind of stuff, so it's hard for them to get me anything, especially without getting me doubles. And then I live so far away that they can't get me a lot of stuff that I won't be able to take back. So they just give me cash, which is what most of my family members gave me. So I took that plus money I had, and I basically went to Goodwill, spent the whole day going around to all the different Goodwills, probably 4 days, and that includes GameStops and everything. So, and I've done a couple Craigslist deals and stuff like that. So I've got tons of stuff here. First off, from Goodwill, I picked up High School Musical 3 Dance. It's like Dance Dance Revolution style. It's in this big box. I've flattened it out to put it in the bottom of my suitcase, but it's got the dance pad and the game. And the game is like, it's like never been touched. And this was actually sealed at the top. It was open from the bottom. So I think maybe it was brand new, but Goodwill opened it to check. But it was $14.99. So, you know, I normally wouldn't pay that much at all for a High School Musical game, but it was in the oversized box with the dance pad, and it's one that I will need for the collection, so I got that. Next, from GameStop, I picked up Tron. I don't know if you can see that, but it's Tron Evolution, the Collector's Edition. These are on sale for $30, marked down from $130. This is still sealed. I'm not going to open it, and it comes with the light cycle. I don't know if you can see that very well. And I also did a pickups video with non-tubers, and I'm not really sure what I showed from that and what I haven't shown, so I'm just gonna have to show everything over again because there's just so much stuff here. I think I showed this in the video with him, but I picked up purple GameCube with a couple memory cards. Came with the cords and a black controller, and then I picked up a purple controller and 2 silver ones. And I'm going to try and tell you guys what I paid for most of this stuff, but some of it I'm just not going to be able to remember. The GameCube was $12, and then the controllers were, I think, like $3 and $4 at different Goodwills. And then from Fred Meyer for free, I got a Kirby Mass Attack poster. This was just like one of those kind of posters that you just kind of push up against the wall and it stays. I got this for free. It was hanging up. I just asked for it, which never hurts to just ask. So I got that for free. Another thing that I got for free from that same Fred Meyer is this Star Fox 64 3D kind of like display card that they would hang on the shelf behind the games. It's got that on the front, and on the back it's got the characters and a little description of them. So that's pretty cool. I got a second one of these and gave it to non-tubers. Next up, from the outlet, I got a little Yoshi, his shell and zips, and then I also got a black Angry Birds toy. The outlet, everything's by weight, so I'm not going to be able to tell you what I paid for that kind of stuff. Next, I got a Rock Band mic for the 360, which I already sold on eBay for $8. And then a Mrs. Pac-Man plug and play. Missing the battery cover, but I sold this on eBay for $16, I believe. Next from the outlet, I got a Vac-Man, which is like a Stretch Armstrong. These are actually pretty expensive now. If you ever see these, pick them up. I put this on eBay. It had 3 watchers, but didn't sell, and the buy it now is at $65. So I'm going to take this back to Florida and relist them probably with a buy it now at like $55 or $60. Hopefully it'll sell. Next, I picked up a 360 AV cable. I think I showed this in the video with non-tubers, but it's a Mario shirt that I basically ripped up and cut the Mario out of, and I was going to put him on the back of my jacket, but I doubt I will ever do that. I got this yesterday from the outlet, and it's a Leapster. It's in this case here. It's actually a Leapster 2, but it's pink. There it is, and it has 3 games with it. And I looked this up on eBay. I got this just to sell because I've gotten the games before, and I've sold them just in lots on eBay, and they always sell. But I looked this up, and this whole bundle I should be able to sell for about $40 to $45, which is pretty cool. That was from the outlet as well, so that was super cheap. Next, I have a Littlest Pet Shop kind of Tamagotchi style game. The cheapest for this was like $30. I put it up at $15 and it didn't sell, so I'm probably going to relist it when I get back to Florida for like $10. Hopefully it will. I also got an actual Tamagotchi. It's in this room somewhere. I have no idea where it is, but I already sold that on eBay for $15. Next, I found 3 little MP3 players. They're 2 gigs each, just from the outlet. I'm pretty sure I showed those in my last video. And also this, a official Nintendo brand DS Rumble Pack from the outlet. Next we have 3 Super Nintendo dust covers. I know I have 2 more of these because I got these from a Craigslist deal. I just couldn't find them, but 5 of those. Next from the outlet, I got an Atomic Purple Nintendo 64 controller. Came with a third-party memory card. The joystick is a little bit loose, but it's really not bad. And then I also got another Indigo GameCube controller. I got a DS Lite charger. Here is an Xbox 360 headset and also a GameCube microphone and a Wii nunchuck. These are all from the outlet. The cords are all tangled together. Next, a PS2 or Xbox power adapter. I got this little iHome. These are all from the outlet, so they're just by weight. An SP or original DS charger. PS2 AV cables. NES RF. I got this little BlackBerry phone. I think I showed it in one of my last ones. The story about this, I got this one day, then yesterday I went to Goodwill again, and I found another BlackBerry and an LG slider, and they were probably like $1 each at the most, but I took them to the local cell phone, like the local really small cell phone repair shop, and they actually started selling games in there, which I had no idea. They didn't used to sell them in there, but I traded the 2 phones in, got $15 in credit, and so I'm pretty happy with that. They cost me about $1 each, and I picked up some games which are in here that I'll show you soon. Next, I picked up a Genesis RF cable. This is going to non-tubers because he got that Genesis. And then I picked up 2 more Xbox 360 AV cables. What should I show next? I'll show you this stuff. I went to the store Buybacks here in Vancouver. I picked up a complete copy of Snood for the Game Boy Advance. That was $3.99. The box is a little bit crushed, so you can see that, but it's really not that bad. And for $4, you never really find complete Game Boy Advance games unless you go on eBay or something. Next at the outlet, I found the bottom to a Wii stand, which most people would just pass over. You look at this, you're like, what the heck is that? But when I bought my Wii, I got it off eBay, and it came with the little gray part of the stand, but not this. So I found this, and it was basically a penny, if anything. Next, all these disc-based games and stuff like that are all kind of mixed in with each other, so I can't really show you all the stuff I got from one place and all the stuff I got from another place. It's all going to be mixed in, but I took non-tubers to my friend Andrew's house. He's a big game seller. He has a small collection, but he's mostly buying and selling, and we did some deals with him, and this is some of the stuff I got from him. Sorry about that. So I picked up this one Xbox game. It was kind of just thrown in. It's America's Army, Rise of a Soldier, and you'll see why I got that, because I got a big bundle of Xbox stuff. Next is Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego for the NES. This is only missing the instruction manual, if it even came with one, but it has the encyclopedia and everything in there. So there's that. Picked up 3 more complete NES games. The first one is Overlord. This is in mint condition. He had 2 copies of this, and he just shot me a price off the top of his head, which he never does, because he's in the business of buying games to make money. It's basically his job. So he told me $5, and he said it should have been 15, but he told me 5, so he wasn't going to go back on that. Next is a black box game, and that's Golf. This is also $5. Pretty good shape. The next one, Matthew's going to be happy to see this one. This is a complete copy of Dance Aerobics. Once again, great shape. There's a sticker on the front, and someone crossed out the barcode on the back, but I think this was $5 as well. Next, these 2 came from GameStop. I got these 3 games from buybacks the same day I got that Game Boy Advance game. The first one is Code Lyoko, Quest for Infinity. I do not remember this cartoon, but everyone else was telling me they remember it, so actually this is from GameStop. What am I talking about? This is 5-something. And then I got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon for $2.50. Those are both complete. This one came from buybacks, I know that. They have this little game on the counter, and it's a long tube of water. Then at the bottom there's a small platform, and if you land a quarter on the platform, you get a free movie or game, $7.99 or under. And I've tried it so many times, I never win. I just use all my change on that. But I stood back and I threw a quarter, and I threw it in, and it landed on the platform. So for my free game, I picked up BMX XXX for the GameCube. That was $7.99. It's complete, but it's not in the GameCube case. But I couldn't really find many games that I didn't already have that were $7.99 or under, so because I was trying to get a PS2 game, but I decided to go with that. Next, I got these 2 from GameStop. I got these just to resell. First, we have Suikoden 4. That was $9, and Wild Arms 4, which was also $9. Excuse me. Next, we have a couple Goodwill purchases here. These are both sealed Wii games. These are not good titles by any means. I only picked them up because they were sealed. They're going to stay sealed, and they're cheap. First one we have is Shawn Johnson Gymnastics. That was $3.99. And the other one is I Spy Spooky Mansion, which is also $3.99. This one might not actually be that bad, but I'm not gonna open it because I don't have any interest to play it. Definitely better than the other one though. Next, I got this from the outlet. It's Rebel Raiders Operation Nighthawk for the PS2. It's complete. Just another filler for the collection, basically. And then these ones here are coming. These are part of that Xbox bundle that I got. I don't know if they're complete or not. I don't really care. But it was so cheap. It was like $15 for all of them. So we have Brute Force, Crimson Skies, NBA Inside Drive 2004, Unreal Championship 2, another Brute Force, another Brute Force, Unreal Championship 2, the Leandri Conflict, Limited Edition Mech Assault 2 Lone Wolf, sorry about the glare, NBA Street Volume 2, High Heat 2004, NCAA 2003, NBA Live 07. There's a couple more mixed in there, but they're not accessible right now. Next from, I think this is from the Outlet. It's Dance Dance Revolution Supernova for the PS2. This is complete. Just another one for the collection. This one is coming from GameStop, and that's a sealed copy of Snowcross 2 for the PS2. It was $3.99. So I think I'm up to between 7 and 9 sealed PS2 games, which isn't that much considering I have like 270, but they're not that easy to find. I think these I showed in the video with non-tubers, so I'll just go through them quick. These are all from GameStop. They had a buy 2 get 2 free sale. Destroy All Humans, and they're all complete. Resident Evil Outbreak File Number 2, Resident Evil Outbreak, Quake 3 Revolution, Digimon World Data Squad, Devil May Cry 2, and Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition Dante's Awakening. This next one I bought from a lady that was trying to sell stuff to buy back. Knights of the Old Republic for the PC. Not sure where I got this one, but it's Splinter Cell Stealth Action Redefined for the PS2 complete. Let's see. This is also part of that Xbox bundle I got. Halo 2. And then these are also coming from that same guy that I got the Xbox bundle from. First we have a sealed copy of The Nightmare of Druaga, Fushigino Dungeon for the PS2. This is sealed. There is a small rip in the seal right here, if you can see that. But this was $8. And then Jade Cocoon 2 complete for the PS2. Don't remember how much that one was. Might have been $15. He does charge eBay prices, but a lot of the stuff you're not really going to find unless you go on eBay. Sorry about that. Some interruptions in this video. The next one I got from him is Space Channel 5 Special Edition. I believe this is like a compilation of a couple Dreamcast games. It's a double disc, complete. Next, well, I got 4 of these. One of them's in this next stack of games, but they are 4 Super Mario Galaxy commemorative launch coins. They're all still in the baggies, and all the coins are all still glued in. He gave the 4 of them to me for $15, which is a pretty good deal. He said $5 each, or take them all for $15, so I did. I'm gonna keep one for myself, put the rest on eBay. They're selling for about $10 each, so I wasn't really like that upset with paying eBay prices on what he was asking, because he did give me a good deal on those, and I should be able to make back a portion of my money right there. Let's see. Next from GameStop, we have Iridium Runners for the PS2 complete. And then from GameStop, we have Rubik's World complete for the Wii. We also have Mario Superstar Baseball, Yu-Gi-Oh! The False-Bound Kingdoms, Magic Mirror starring Mickey Mouse, and PK Out of the Shadows. Those are all from GameStop during their sale. I know I'm going quick here, but there's a lot of stuff to get through. Here's that High School Musical game. Next is the copy of Pikmin 2 that I picked up for $4. It's pretty crazy because the store I got this from usually they charge eBay prices on most stuff, and then popular stuff they charge over eBay. Like a copy of Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo will be $20. So this is probably the only deal to be had in that whole store, and I found it, which is awesome. Next, these are both part of that Xbox bundle. Another copy of Crimson Skies and Halo 1. The only reason I bought the whole bundle was because it was like 15 or 20 bucks for everything. Some of the games I needed, and then I can resell Halo and Halo 2 for probably 15 to 18 bucks for the pair. Next, from the same guy that I got the GameStop or the Xbox bundle from, I picked up Mario Party 4 complete for the GameCube. Now I've got 1 through 8, and the only one I need for the systems I'm collecting is the Game Boy Advance version. That was $10. I think these are all from him as well. We have Trans World Surf complete for the PS2. X Games Skateboarding complete for the PS2. And X Games Winter X Games Snowboarding 2002 complete for the PS2. And then these ones are pretty cool. They're all like RPG style games. First we have Eternal Poison complete. Full Metal Alchemist 2. Curse of the Crimson Elixir. So now I've got both of the Full Metal Alchemist games. And The Legend of Alon Dar complete. These are great additions to my PS2 collection, and I didn't have to go on eBay to get them, which is pretty cool. Here's the 4th commemorative launch coin. These are both from him as well. We have Shadow of Destiny complete. And this one was 20 bucks. I'm so happy to get this. I was looking at them on eBay, and I was thinking about picking one up, but I just didn't want to. They're going for like 25 to 30 on eBay, so he gave me a little deal. It's Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3, and this is the collector's or limited or special edition, whatever you want to call it. Comes with the art book and the game itself. It's complete. I have Persona 3 FES, but I didn't have the regular version, so now I've got the special edition, which is very cool. Next, from Goodwill, I picked up a sealed Bust-A-Move Universe for the 3DS. This was $7, and I have a trade in the works with someone from Craigslist. I posted it up for $15, and apparently it goes for $15 in the stores, but they offered to trade me a Game Boy Color, and they would drive to me from a couple towns over, so figured I'd do it because Game Boys are the easiest thing in the world for me to sell, and I actually have quite a few to show you guys here soon, so I'm going to do that. It's just another Atomic Purple one. Next we have Street Fighter Alpha 3, complete for the PS1, Greatest Hits. Got it from that lady who was trying to sell stuff at buybacks. Next we have The Simpsons, Season 7, 11, and 12. These were $10 each with no tax from a pawn shop. Happy to have those. Gotta start stacking stuff on the floor here. Next, some more Xbox games from that bundle. We have Splinter Cell Stealth Action Redefined for the Xbox this time. We have Madden 2005, Doom 3, Madden 2003, Top Spin, Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow, and Dark Watch. So that is all the Xbox games from that bundle. Next, I guess I'll show this stuff. This is going to be some more stuff that I got from him, from the guy I got the Xbox stuff from. I got an empty box and manuals and inserts and everything except for the cartridge for NBA Live 95 for the Super Nintendo. And he gave this to me for free as well. It's a box and insert and manual for NHL 99 for the 64. But I actually just bought one of these the day before off eBay, so that'll be coming shortly. And then I picked up 2 complete Super Nintendo games from him as well. The first one is Wing Commander, and then there's the cartridge. This is in, like, the box was like mint condition. I'm very happy about that one. And the other one, the insert is one of these big ones that doesn't fit in the box when I fold it down, but it's Tiny Toon Adventures Busters Bust Loose, and there's the cartridge for that. Once again, this box is like mint condition. He had a bunch of other complete N64 and Super Nintendo games and NES, but he is an eBay seller, and he was charging a little bit more than I would like to pay for those. And then also he threw in an empty box for PGA European Tour for the 64. This box was kind of messed up, but it was free. And then he kind of threw these in with the Xbox deal. I don't really want them, but insert and manual for MotoGP 2 for the Xbox. Insert for Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterflies Director's Cut for the Xbox. A manual for Silent Scope Light Rifle. A manual for F1 2001. And a manual for Star Wars Obi-Wan. I actually might need this, I'm not sure. But, you know, they were free, I'm not going to turn them down, although I really don't need them or want them. Next, I picked up 2 cartridge-only 64 games because I already have the boxes. So, first one I got is Twisted Edge Snowboarding, and the other one is Starshot Space Circus Fever. This one has a sticker on the back. This one's pretty clean. I actually got the boxes from him before I moved, so now I'm buying the games from him. So those are those. Let's see. This is a stack of stuff that I got from the outlet yesterday, and also from Everybody's Music. I picked up 3 disc-only GameCube games from the outlet. They were just in a bin of CDs and stuff. I always have good luck finding games when they bring out one of those kind of bins. So, at first I got Sonic Mega Collection, Luigi's Mansion, and Super Smash Bros. Melee. And these are great finds because I only spent like $20 total that day, and I got tons of stuff beside those. So that's profit right there. Next, I found a manual for Dog's Fashion for the Game Boy Advance. Not something that cool, but you know, it's by weight. Next, for $1.99, complete copy of Tetris Plus Greatest Hits. I didn't know how much this was worth. I just decided to pick it up because it was so cheap. I actually got it a lot cheaper than that because I got it in a bundle of stuff from Everybody's Music for $10 total. So got that. And then from the outlet, I found a big stack of Nintendo 64 manuals in the books. And I've found manuals there before, but never a big stack like this. So first off, this one I got the other day, which is 007, The World's Not Enough. But these ones I all found, basically they were all in a stack. There's no other way to describe it. They were just, you know, books are all crazy. They're just like thrown into the bin, but these were all in a nice little pile. So, first we have Banjo-Kazooie, Mario Party 1, which I actually needed, so that's very cool. Next we have one of these little inserts, Ocarina of Time, another little insert, then we have Jet Force Gemini, then we have a little insert, and then we have a Nintendo Power insert for Jet Force Gemini. We have this little Game Boy Color insert. 2 more of these inserts. Then we have a Nintendo Power ad for Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Then we also have the manual for that. And then we have the manual for Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. And then I found an empty case for Pokemon Platinum, and I grabbed the Club Nintendo points out of there. There's no game in there, just that. Alright, I have one more bag here, it looks like, to show you. This bag is super full. I also got some more games that I bought from a guy. Basically, I was the middleman, and I bought them for non-tubers. I'm not going to show those because he's going to show them very soon. So there's a bunch of stuff in this box here, or this bag. Let me just show you the bag really quick, if it doesn't break. There it is. It's super heavy. So first up, I found a PS1 at the outlet. It was taped with controllers and cords, and I grabbed it. I opened it up, and there was Spyro the Dragon for the PS1. I just put it in some generic case, but it was disc only, and it was $1, so that'll be pretty easy to sell for like $5 to $10 on eBay. Next, I'm just grabbing what's off top here. There's some Game Boy games. Not sure if I showed these already, but we have Final Fantasy Legend for $2.99. Pokemon Yellow for $2.99, but actually non-tubers bought that for me. And then we have Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3 for $2.99. Not sure where that Mega Man 2 came from, because it didn't come from that Goodwill, I know that. Next, we have Dragon Quest VIII for the PS2, but actually it's not that. That's just the case. It's actually Shadow of the Colossus. Found that at the same day I found those 3 GameCube games, so that's another good one to sell there. Next, the guy that I was being the middleman for, the guy that I was buying the games from for Kevin, non-tubers, sorry. I know he didn't want me to drop his real name. Too bad. I got an empty box for Super Street Fighter 2. Pretty good shape. And then I got a complete copy of Top Gun for the NES. The empty box was $1, and this one was $5. Next we have a PS2 memory card, Sony brand. See-through blue one. And then, I guess I'll just show you these now. I have a huge stack of Game Boys here. First we have an Atomic Purple, Game Boy Color, no battery cover. I'm putting them over here, so you can see that I'm not doubling these up. Maybe I can stack them on top of this. So there's one. Next we have a lime green Game Boy Color with the battery cover, but the little tab is broken off, so it doesn't really stay on there. It's going to have to have a piece of tape. I got this from non-tubers. There's 2. Next we have another Atomic Purple. This one with the battery cover, great shape. These are going to fall on me, I know they are. There we go. Next we have a teal Game Boy Color. This is actually one that I needed because I have the box for it. It's got the battery cover and everything. I didn't actually have the Game Boy Color, I just had the box. So now I've got that one complete. Trying to keep these from falling. Next we have a black Game Boy Pocket, no battery cover. This was $9. Next we have a solid purple Game Boy Color. These are going to fall, so I'm not going to be able to stack them up here for very much longer. But anyway, there's 6 right there. Then we have 2 solid purple Game Boy Advances. Only 1 battery cover on those. If you can... Oops, there we go. Then we have a Glacier Game Boy Advance. No battery cover. This one came with Quad Desert Fury, and I actually already sold this one on eBay. That's why I'm leaving the game in there so that I can remember which one it is. Sold that for $6.17 with the game. Then we have a transparent pink Game Boy Advance. It came with a car charger, and you can see it has a white battery pack on there. Not sure what brand that is. Mad Catz. Next we have another transparent pink Game Boy Advance. No battery cover. The one that came with the battery pack was $12.99, and that's the most I spent on any of them, because they usually sell them for $15 to $18. But I already gotten so many good deals on the other ones, I could afford to get that one and pay a little bit extra. On all the rest of them, a lot of them were by weight from the outlet, so they were maybe $1, $1.50. Two of them I got from non-tubers, and most of the other ones were between $5 and $9 each. Next we have another Atomic Purple Game Boy Color, no battery cover. And then we have a pink SP. It's really scratched on the top. The inside's not bad, but it doesn't work. When I plug it in, I turn it on, the screen blinks for half a second, and then just goes black. But let me see if you can see this. That's a lot of Game Boys right there, if you can see them all. So I think there's 13, and that's really what I was going for. Every day I went out to Goodwill, I was hoping to find Game Boys because they're so easy to sell, and I need to make money back because when I booked my plane ticket, I accidentally booked my return flight for a month later, so I had to go back and change it, and it was an extra $220, which I was not expecting to spend. So where I am right now, I can't afford food. I can only afford my rent, and that's it. So I've been buying games to resell like crazy because I need to make that money back. Next, from that cell phone store that I was telling you about, I picked up a complete in-box mint condition Neo Geo Pocket Color. This is a silver one. This is like amazing condition. I haven't tested it yet, but I highly doubt that it doesn't work because it's so amazing. This was $25, but I got 15 off because of those cell phones so basically $10 plus whatever the cell phones cost me, so like $12, and that should be an easy sell on eBay. Next, this is from Goodwill. I got another sealed PS2 memory card, Sony brand. I already have one of these, which I paid $10 for from Target by my house in Florida. This one was $6.99. Got some writing on the back, but still sealed, so that's a great one for the collection. Next, from the outlet, I found Monopoly for the NES. Kevin's not going to see this video, obviously, before he gets these games, and I'm actually throwing this in for free just to give to him. I don't know if he has it, but I don't need it, I don't want it, so that's going to him. Next, from the guys that I've been buying the games for non-tubers from, they said that they couldn't get this game to work, and I basically got it for like $6, and that is Uninvited for the NES. If you guys don't know, this is a pretty expensive game. It goes for like $20 to $30. They said they couldn't get it to work, but the pins aren't broken or anything, so I'm going to clean it up. Hopefully that'll work. That'll be an easy sell that I can make a decent profit on. Next, also from that cell phone shop, I bought all the Nintendo 64 games they had, and they were $1.99 a piece. So first we have Cruisin' USA, Star Wars Shadow of the Empire, Pokemon Stadium, Yoshi's Story, and Banjo-Kazooie. Not too good of a deal on the first three, but Banjo and Yoshi's Story, they'll be very easy sells on eBay. So $2 each, that's a great deal. Next, from the outlet, if I can get it out of this bag, I got a fat PS2, and it's in pretty good shape, and you always have to be kind of weary about buying systems from there that aren't Game Boys, because a lot of the times they don't work, but this one actually had a price tag from a Goodwill, and it didn't say untested, so that's how I knew that it works. So I got that. It was by weight. I think it was $4 or $5. Next, from the outlet, I found one of these little Nintendo RF converters. Got some more Game Boy games here. First off, I got this jumper pack from Non-Tubers. He got that expansion pack, so we didn't need that. I can always use them because I do buy Nintendo 64s from time to time if I find a good deal, and sometimes, you know, they don't have those, so so got a bunch of Game Boy games here. First we have Sonic Advance, which someone's coming to pick up today for $5 off Craigslist. Next we have the Fairly Odd Parents, Breaking the Rules. And then we have the Fairly Odd Parents Game Boy Advance Video. Then we have Bust-A-Move 4 for the Game Boy Color. Then we have SpongeBob SquarePants Game Boy Advance Video. Then we have Donkey Kong Land and Magical Tetris Challenge for the Game Boy Color. And then we have Super Street Fighter 2 and Gekaido Advance, something's Revenge, some Japanese word revenge. So those are all the Game Boy games. And then the last thing that I have to show you guys is something else that I got to sell. Get them out of the bag here. And it's a small handful of Lego minifigures, and I used to do Legos a lot. In my last videos, you guys probably seen stuff. Now, I'm kind of getting out of them just because it's a pain. Buying big lots, having to go through them, take out all the mega blocks, you know, put together ships if they need to be put together and stuff like that. So, I've limited myself to buying the people, the outfits, the weapons, and stuff like that from Goodwill, and I'm basically going to put them in a bundle on eBay. First we have this little Pharaoh guy. It's probably the coolest one. That was the first one I found. And then we have a skeleton horse, which came with this guy on it. And then we have this sort of little, I don't even know what to call him, some little guy. We have another guy with a pair of binoculars and a helmet. And then we have a stormtrooper gun. We have a guy missing a head. Then we have a stormtrooper torso. And then a droid missing one arm and missing his head. So, those are always easy to sell. I'm just going to put those in a bundle on eBay. And I'll definitely make a decent profit on those because those are by weight. So for all of them, I probably paid 30-40 cents. So I think that's it for the new pickups. Yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm leaving in a couple days. I have 2 suitcases fully packed that I'm checking, plus my backpack is my carry-on, so I don't have stuff in there too. I'm also shipping myself packages because I can't fit everything. And like I said, I'm taking a bunch of empty PS2 cases, and once I get some shelves, I'm doing a room tour, definitely. I'm so excited. Lots of people are asking about it. Hopefully that'll be soon, but I'm only buying shelves off Craigslist, and I can't really control when stuff pops up. There's 2 on there right now that match the other 2 I have. I'd love to get them, but they say they don't deliver, and they want $50 each, which is more than I paid for the other 2 by a lot. So, I don't know, I emailed them, I'm hopefully going to work something out with them, but there's just so much stuff sitting on the floor right now that I would need to get on shelves before I want to show the room, because it's kind of messy how it is. So, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and check out Non-Tubers once again. Just check out my last video and the links in the description. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.